Hi everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. I'm Stephan Spijkers, co-founder of PIM Vendors, and I'm joined today by Morten from Bluestone PIM and Hendrik, our AI magician. And we're going to dive deep into the world of product data and AI and the impact of artificial intelligence tools. We're going to showcase some very cool stuff today, but first some quick housekeeping. If you have any questions for our speakers, if you have any questions or tools or recommendations you want to share, if you want them to test something, because we're going to do live demos of the different tools, drop them into the chat on your right-hand side. There's a big chat button and we can interact with you over there. If you have any comments or if you joined late, we are recording this session and we will be making this session available to everyone after the call, after the webinar. And we'll also be sharing links to all the various tools. So if you have any tools you want to try, if you are amazed by these tools today, we will be sharing the different links to all the different tools so you can test them out for yourself. Before we dive into it, a quick introduction about pimvendors.com, and then we will head over to our speakers. So pimvendors.com is a platform for product data and product information management. We help you with streamlining your PIM processes and help you select the best tool. We do that independently, so we don't do any implementations of different tools, which helps us stay independent and give you the best advice. If you want to use our tools, they are free. They're freely available on pimvendors.com, and that is also the place where you can find all kinds of independent knowledge-based articles on product data and AI, but also how to use PIM effectively and maybe what a PIM might cost you. So head on over there if you want to find more information on PIM and product data and AI. Having said that, I think everyone is in the room now and we can head on over to our speakers for today. Hendrik, let's start with you. Can you do a quick introduction?
Well, hello again for everyone. My name is Hendrik and I just call myself an AI magician because I like to inspire people with all new kinds of AI technology. And in my daily role, I give lectures and education about AI. So if you're looking for a speaker that can get you into the wonderful world of AI, you can find me on my LinkedIn. So click the bell and subscribe.
All right, Morten.
Yeah, hi guys, I'm Morten Næss. I'm the CTO of Bluestone PIM, but I'm also the head of the admissions panel at the Mac Alliance. So if you heard of the Mac Alliance, that's something that I also spend a lot of time on. And I'm an AI enthusiast, and I have been since uni. So that's more than 20 years ago. And we actually launched our first AI features in Bluestone PIM back in 2019. So when this whole thing happened, it's sort of welcome to the party. And yeah, that's me.
It's going to be a great party, that's for sure. We have a few topics for everyone today, and maybe if we have time left, some very special occasions and tools as well to show and to demo. Again, if you have any questions about the things we show and the speakers that show today, drop them into the chat. We have divided up the whole program in, I think, 2 or 3 main categories, and we want to start with fashion and AI. How the new generative AI tools, how new artificial intelligence tools are impacting the world of fashion specifically. And Morten, I wanted to ask you to start maybe and see how, share some tools and things you think are going to impact fashion in the coming weeks and years.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen now.
It's there.
Hopefully you can see that. Maybe I'll even zoom a little bit more so that everyone can see it. So this is a photo shoot app, sort of, and this is, not necessarily photo shoot itself that is interesting, but it's just the way we combine real products with virtual people or things or backgrounds and everything. So what I'm going to show today is a super simple example. And the cool thing with HowTech AI is that it's a very simple way to show how this works and something that everyone can try. you can get a free trial on their website. Basically, you choose an apparel, so that means that you choose a real dress in this case. The next step is to choose a model, and that's something that has been an interesting thing with AI so far, is getting, like, what do you do with consistent models? You want maybe the same person to wear a lot of dresses. So they've sort of solved that by having these pre-made models, where you could keep it empty, and you can also choose between adults and different age groups, and also female, male models. The next step here is to choose a background. So these are just AI generated. So I'm just going to choose like a city background, and then you can adjust stuff with a prompt. So what I found with this is that I'm actually like Stephan, I am a hobby photographer, and what I found to be really useful is adding actually um, camera or photo knowledge to the prompt, because that makes it so much more real. So I'm just adding here, using an old school 35 millimeter camera with a high ISO film, high aperture, 80 millimeter portrait lens. So I'll just press create here. So first question I saw here is, can you add yourself as a model? So not in this system, but we have some other systems that we can showcase where you can probably do that. Some more advanced. The idea of showing this is that it's a very simple tool. Yeah, and you see I ran this already a couple of times, and this is what it looks like. It's not fantastic, but you can see that it actually adds some skin, not imperfections, and it does do a little bit of. And you can also do some retouching and upscaling in this tool. So it's not perfect, but if you consider where we were 10 months ago,
Yeah.
it's pretty damn impressive.
This is super cool. I know that for fashion, like specifically drape is a big issue, right? So modeling the dress on a
Yes.
specific way and how it falls and how the textiles actually sort of interact with the model. It's very hard for me now to judge if that is actually being done correctly.
No, I'm thinking it does, it takes some liberties in doing it, but it does have this retouch
Right.
feature, so that you can sort of retouch if you find something funny, or that looks off. You can try and retouch it. But the whole point of this tool, that it's super simple, and we'll see some more advanced tools as we go along. Um, the next tool I'm going to show, for example, is much more advanced, where you have full control over what you're doing. But this is something that everyone can try. It's 4 steps.
And I
Choose.
also think, Morten, that this is great for marketing campaigns. So you can target on specific audiences just to generate a right picture with the right, people, age, etc.
Absolutely. It still looks a little bit fake, and it's still running in the background. These are heavy process, but it will jump up here now while we talk. I can jump back to it probably. So we can see what it generated on my latest prompt.
Yeah. No, I think I agree with you, Morten. Like 10 months ago, you could clearly see that these were AI generated. Then you could see it from the first sight. Now you have to sort of pixel peep a bit and see like, hey, is
Yeah.
this a real person? Is this the real dress? Is this a real background? It's the next level of scariness. Like the first versions of these
Yeah.
tools were like, oh, okay, you can see it. No worries,
But
you see it
even
directly.
it's starting to get fingers and stuff correct, right? It doesn't
Right.
look like, well, it's not perfect, but it's starting to get there. But like my pro tip is that changed everything for me, was when I started using real life camera knowledge and photo knowledge to the prompts. That changed everything for me. Yeah, still working, but you get the idea. Should I just jump to the next one, or while I'm on it?
Yeah, sure. Awesome.
So we were talking
okay.
about just going for something that is a little bit more advanced. And this is a system called Run Comfy, and these are actually just virtual machines, and you have a lot of different different AI models. It's kind of a messy UI. You have different flux models and things that you can run. And I have a video here, quite detailed, where I go into this Flux LoRa, this model here. And as you can see, and you can also see on my LinkedIn, you can see that that video I did. It's much more advanced, and that was the question that came from Chris earlier. Was that like, can you do this with yourself? Yeah, definitely. If you use a model like this or a workflow like this, you can upload. You have much more control over everything that's happening, but it's also much harder and much more cumbersome to use. So the way this works is that if you run this workflow, you have to choose a virtual machine to run this environment in. And if I've done some testing here, and you definitely want to don't skimp out on the smaller models. You want to go large or XL if you want to test this out, because it takes a lot of resources to make things happen.
Yeah.
So so here you can play around with these, but I recommend, if you're going to go down this road, you need to look at some YouTube tutorials. So this was one, the Flux LoRa, where you create a model, or like create the person, and then down here I have the IDM VTON virtual try-on model, where you actually put the apparel on the model. So that's a more advanced, but a little bit more cumbersome, but you have some more control of the same thing that you saw with the Haltech thing that I showed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to come back to you, Morten, of course. And let's head on over to Hendrik. You have one prepared as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
It's
put your
almost
screen on.
a similar tool like Morten, but you also can here in generate objects, styles, and also put a dress on yourself, for example. So let's take a dress. I got a dress here from Zara. You all can see this dress here. It's got all kind of product shoots, photo shoots. And to train a model, you can go to let's.ai, and you have at least to upload 5 images. So for example, I go to my profile, and here, yeah, you see already you did show it, but you can train your own model. So I can generate a new model. I can show it for everyone, so that everyone can use your model, or make it private. And then I can give the name, for example, dress, continue, and I can choose a person. So, a picture of myself, an object, that could be a car, or a drilling machine, or a dress, or a style. So think about a beach style with sand colors and sun colors. So of each project you have to upload, this model name is already token dress, whoop. And then you can upload 5 to 10 images. And here you see examples how to upload those images. And when it is finished, it takes about 1 to 2 hours to train this model. And then you can use it. So for example, I go back to this dress. I uploaded all those pictures, not with the face of the model. Otherwise, it can clone the face. And maybe there are some, privacy or portrait rights on the face. So I only take the dress and, chop off the face. And then I can generate a person in a dress. So this is one. Or this one, or for example, combine myself with a dress. So you can see here, if I do a try, I go to Let's, and I can just say, when I open it, like, okay, hipster male. And then I go to add myself. That is a private Spark AI with 15 images. And I can say, well, in this case, it's dress, jurk in the Dutch. And I can select settings, like this is an iPhone setting. I set creativity. Normally it's set on 2, but I set to 1 because it sticks to the model. It does not, take its own ideas about the creativity. I select the newest mode, Sigma mode. That's a 720p image. And, well, of course, you can set here like 100%. So it will almost look like me. And then I generate. That is 1. I go back to 80. So maybe you can see the difference. That is 2. So it goes really quickly. I can say, well, maybe 1 with more creativity. And 3. And now it's generating 3 images. It takes some time. So I let it run on the background. But what you also can do is, for example, like upload, if you have a car company, you can, take, in this case, all pictures of the Porsche Taycan and train your model with a Porsche Taycan. So now I can say Porsche Taycan, and I call my model Porsche driving in a snowy landscape. That is 1. And I got a pencil here to improve the prompt automatically. So if I click this one, see the prompt. Oh, sometimes it doesn't work. Another time.
I did see it quickly. So
yeah. No, well, here it is. And now I generate. It will generate the Porsche Taycan. The model are trained with about 10 images on the background. So let's go back to Let's. Well, here you see, I got 3 sizes. So you can see this one is not okay. This one is not okay. And this one, I think, is the best one, I think. But you can see, you can put your own face with a dress on it. Now go to the Porsche.
Awesome.
Oh, here's the Porsche. So now I trained the model with a Porsche Taycan, and now I got a realistic image. It's almost there. Of the Porsche Taycan. Yeah. And of course, I can upscale it. Now, this is original, but I also can have the option here to upscale it to a high resolution, so you can use it for print, for example. So this is in a nutshell how Let's AI works. Well, the price is about $10 a month. So it's not that expensive, but you can train your own models. So objects, styles, and persons. And you all know I'm really a Midjourney fan. And it's also now possible in Midjourney to train your own style. So not objects or persons, but you can train your own style since, I think, 2 days ago. So for people who like to use Midjourney, it's also possible to make your own style there. So back to you, Stephan.
Super impressive. Cool. I think even the consistency is one thing, like having the dress come back consistently.
Yeah. I think the dress is really, it's really well, I think, if I take those 2 pictures. And the belt, I think, because I upload a close-up of the belt. You can see it here. And the belt here, it's almost the same.
Yeah.
So that's really amazing, I think.
This is really good, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think the most people will take, so you can see my face a little bit, not...
Yeah, it's
not the same. Yeah, you can recognize me because of the beard, but I only got pictures straight in front of me. So the best way is to take pictures from all sides. So from kick force perspective, some from above, some from the side, behind, etc., etc. And then you can train a model like you're almost 3D.
Yeah, but how much time do you spend on actually how much time did it actually take? To train, you said like one thing is the rendering, but you had to how much time did you spend on this? That's interesting to hear. For
1 or 2 hours to train it. So you have to look at the pictures. Yeah. So in this case, I took Zara because you can see there are a lot of pictures of the dress, and that's really important because there are a lot of websites. They only have 3 pictures, and then it's going to be hard. So you need a lot of pictures. And same with the Porsche Taycan. Of course, this model can generate a Porsche Taycan, but it's not a Porsche Taycan I want. So the best way is to, take a look at the pictures you want and upload it. And I can show it you here. If I go to the profile and go to the models, I got here the Porsche. And if I open it, you can see I upload all those pictures here. And automatically gives labels. And this labels is needed to train the model. But I also can retrain the model with new pictures or add new pictures. And the same thing I did, for example, at the shower gel from Rituals. If I open it, you can see I uploaded all kind of shower gels from different kind of perspectives. The most important to have a high resolution image, and some are just images from a marketplace and they're only 500 by 500 pixels, but they recommend about 1000 pixels wide and high. But we can do the same with this one. If I say shower foam in living room, and I take shower, and I take a perspective like the iPhone Sigma generate.
It's quite quick also, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
the training as well.
And that has also changed a lot over the past couple of months.
Yeah,
how quick these models are at generating, even though
you're right, Morten. And that's the interesting thing about creating images, because the video image creation still takes a lot of time. If you create something in Runway. Oh, this bottle is not right, but you can see the. So if you take a look at Runway, sometimes it takes half an hour to generate 5 or 10 seconds video, and then you have to do a lot of work to generate it again. And this one, I can regenerate it because it's not okay. So I can reuse the prompt, and I can say, maybe 100%, and do it again. And if the prompt is fine, you can still reuse the prompt again.
Yeah.
For a new type of image.
And so the bottle is not. So I think the problem is about the quality of the images I have.
Yeah.
But I also did it for example, the last one I will get is the Cool Blue cargo bike. This is a cargo bike. You can see, the text is not going fine, but the Cool Blue logo is fine.
This is just AI generated.
AI generated. So let's try it. Here is the bottles better.
A little bit better, yeah.
A little bit better. Now, you can see the text is not okay, but Rituals logo is standing okay on the bottle. Yeah. The size is not okay, but if you use the right prompt, you can get the right size. I can show it here again. I got here one, here, the right size.
Yeah, that looks much better.
And the cargo bike. Let's do one test more. Cargo bike at Cool Blue. Use landscape mode. Maybe extra improve the prompt.
It doesn't use the photography. Kodak Porter 400.
Yeah, and this is the only thing I don't like about this tool, because if you improve the prompt, how do you know if it is okay? So if you use Midjourney, you have to learn to prompt, and same in ChatGPT, you have to learn how to prompt. And now you click on a button and you think, okay, it's fine, but you actually don't know what's in it. Yeah. But the last image I show, I hope the Cool Blue cargo bike will go.
It's still, I think it's interesting is that it needs good images for image generation. So you still need to have good images on one hand, and
you see the cargo bike, but it's white.
maybe 100% instead of 80%. Still you need some creativity.
But it shows it shows the possibilities.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's a super flexible tool though. Also, much more flexible than the one that I showed was just a photo shoot tool. While this is certainly a very flexible tool that can be used for all sorts of products.
Yeah. And maybe even in the future, maybe even for personalizing. If you have a web shop, and you want to, for example, if you want to make a coffee mug, now you have to upload a picture or you can type text, but in the future you can generate one with all kind of examples and turn it around in 3D, much more easier, I think.
exactly.
Or even
And
clothes, our own printed clothes.
I wouldn't be the owner of a photo studio right now. That's
No.
or if you're a generic like H&M model, just the everyday
Yeah.
model, that line of work is under fire, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't the most engaging work anyway, right? So if you've ever been to one of those fashion shoots, it's not like going to Ibiza and go to a beach and do like amazing photo shoots like for what they do for the cover photos of Vogue. Like being a product model is not very glamorous. I mean, it's a model, you're a model, but it's not very glamorous. So maybe we can, yeah, have them go
I
and
think you will get more an hybrid form of it, because there are a lot of companies, they cannot pay an exclusive model. So then it's really handy to use a tool like Howtech or Let's to train with your own data and generate models on demand.
still, I think like there's something there where you have to have. I mean, it's still garbage in, it's garbage out,
Yeah,
right? So you
yeah,
need to have good image quality in. Like you had a photographer make great images of the
yeah,
belt and of the dress and of the
yeah,
details
yeah,
before you could create images.
yeah.
Like it's still garbage in is garbage out. How do you see that? Like you don't want to be a product photographer anymore, right? So that might be a job that is also
Yeah.
under fire, but still you need good quality images. You can't start with nothing, right?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, and you also need good prompts actually. Just the quality of that will change the quality of the output.
Yeah,
Quick,
but
but
if you take a look at the sustainability way, a lot of people are discussing about the environmental impact of AI. But yeah, if you have, for example, an Volkswagen electric car or a Volvo car, and to have make a photo shoot or video shoot like in the mountains, in cities, in landscapes, with 6 different colors of cars, so they have to ship everything to other countries, and now you can just take one picture of the car, and all the kind of backgrounds you can generate it automatically and change the color of the car just with prompting it.
yeah, it's crazy.
So it saves time. I think it's better for the environment. And I think the funny thing is you can, do all creative things what you have in your head or in your mind with that picture or video.
Okay. How long until every major e-commerce platform has an integration into your own already pre-generated model on LUTs or whatever tool you used, Hendrik? So that if you shop on H&M.com, you see the clothes already pre-generated on your model. That will be
Yeah. Whoa. Well, I think I can ask this question better to Morten for Bloomstone, right? What do you think? Is it
It's still knowing these huge enterprises and companies like H&M. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time.
yeah.
These are yeah, these are really big operations that take a long time to turn around, and also they are very into the brands are very protective of their brand and very into that the quality actually, even though it might not seem like that always, that the quality is in focus, but I think that they are very protective and they're very eager to give the best sort of product there. But I think it's going to change everything.
Yeah.
But it's just going to take some years before we get there. But we'll start with things like this that we've already shown, like simple product photos that can be replaced, and you might also even switch around the whole life cycle of product images. That's an interesting thing to talk about, because it's always been like, you have to make the product and then you have to take photos of it, and
Yeah.
then you have to sell it. Well, what about just having an idea of the product and making it and making the images on the fly?
Yeah, or Morten generates the missing elements. For example, if you see that people are looking for a Makita screwdriver, I don't know if it is the right word, screwdriver, but they don't see the box, only the driver, and
Yeah.
you get questions: is there a box available? Well, maybe you can generate the box with AI and put a picture on the website, and it's done, instead of using an photographer to shoot on just a box.
yeah. Cool. fashion and AI is going to be very interesting to watch in the coming 12 months, I'd say. Very curious how that turns out, how that also maybe indeed with video, right? So how do you take these generated models into video and then have videos of models walking around on the website of H&M? But I want to move on to the next topic. We have also some tools on the future of product discovery, right? So product search, browsing the websites, browsing shops. Maybe Morten, can you again take the lead and we go from there?
Sure. I'll share my screen again. It's not an exciting tool, but Accio, or whatever they're called, Accio.com, is basically the first AI sourcing agent on top of Alibaba. So that means that you can, like, when it comes to product discovery, you can basically write prompts to this AI engine to find everything you need. So I just set up an example here. I saw that they also launched now opportunities. I tried to play around with that earlier today, but that was earlier this week, I think. So we're not going to go into that rabbit hole today. But in this example, this is basically an LLM on top of all the products of Alibaba. I would like to set up a 3D print farm, and I need all the products to do this. So just give it a search and see what happens. It will explore like some recommendations here, and it will come up with some tailored recommendations. You need to, what kind of printers do you use, FDM or resin? What kind of the organized workspace, some filaments, and nozzle cleaning kits, and maintenance, and all sorts of things. And it even understands that I probably would need, when I set up a print farm, I would need like ventilation systems to do this, right? And then you can say, okay, what about filament storage, So you can basically dive into this and try to find more things here. So okay, it goes maybe over to filament dryer boxes, vacuum sealing bags. I don't know. I was hoping for filament storage. Here we have something,
Right.
dryer box, but you get the idea. I need solid solutions.
Basically changing the future of sourcing, right? So you don't have to do the hard work of setting up a whole category of products if you are a retailer. You can just find all the things that you need in one category.
Yeah. So you find the storage cabinets that you're looking for, or stuff like that, and you can go in and there is even more stuff you can do here, of course, in this platform. And there is even you can put this together and make an inquiry as a proper sourcing agent, where it just asks all the different vendors and keeps that in check also. So it's a little bit of a boring, not a super fun thing, but it is nevertheless super interesting. I do, however, have something that is more fun.
We have
Or do you
a
have
question
any
from
comments on this?
Chris,
Question?
maybe, Morten. So a question
Yeah.
from Chris is, what if this can be applied to multiple marketplaces? So you can browse multiple shops and
Yeah.
basically combine.
We saw a thing like that. Wasn't that is that the Agora? Like this one? Isn't that where we saw that, where it
Yeah.
shopped?
You can also chat with it. If you're looking for shoes, for example, you type in shoes. and on the right side you get chat with Altena. With your mouse to the little bit up, on the right. No, almost at the
Okay, that's what
you can you get a smart chat robot, and you can ask questions like, okay, I'm looking for running shoes, and it helps you with selecting your product.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
This is interesting. Okay. Let's
Do
see.
you know that this is a product that exists, Morten? Yeah.
Yeah, I know there is a product that exists here. Okay, has it updated?
It's it's updating.
Now. Let's see. Ooh, this is correct. Sweet. Now that's
and the greatest thing is you can add them directly to your shopping cart. So you can, for example, do your whole running outfit on this website and add everything to your shopping cart. So you don't have to go to Gymshark or to Nike or to go to what is it, Hoka or something. You can add everything to your shopping cart. So it's one-stop shop with different kind of suppliers.
Well, we're getting there. That's the answer to Chris, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Any other questions on that?
I mean, let's see if the audience comes up with it. But if we look at this, it still feels a bit weird to sort of click on buy or use. Let's put it differently. Would you? Well, that's maybe for the discussion. But would you buy something in a chat or in a voice chat, right? So that's, I think, also the problem we have with Echo and all these different smart shopping assistants that. Everyone has an Amazon Echo or has a Google Home, or not everyone, but many people do. Do people use them for shopping? It feels still scary to now say, "Oh, buy me one," right? Because
we're not
10
there yet.
there.
And it's like, where is the trust here? Because you're like, okay, so I want to buy this, but where am I buying it? Add to cart. Okay, who's the vendor?
Actually, the vendors are they connected their system to this portal, and they got verified before they can, to connect, and then there are verified suppliers.
Yeah,
it's already connected to your link. I see, to your Stripe, so very easy checkout. Okay,
scary stuff.
Scary stuff.
But I still, Morten, did you? About 2 weeks ago, you showed a website, a fashion website, where you can type in what kind of style you like. That was really amazing.
Yes, I'm getting to that now. The next thing of search. We're talking about product discovery. That's the topic of this section. And I've worked with the vendor that is delivering the search here to Valentino. And basically you can write anything here. I want to look like, right? Is that correct? So I want to look like Wednesday Addams, right? So it will automatically understand who that is and understand without even going really through the attributes of the products. It's still, or it's not labeled like this. So this is just basically Gen AI understanding what you're looking for, or
But I think it's cool that it also takes different categories, right? So it's there's coats, there's dresses, there's a necklace.
Oh, 07.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 07 party.
Yeah. So it will understand that it wants the bikini also.
And what Morten, if you say, I would like to be Indiana Jones.
Okay. This is cool because this is real live. Okay, I want to look like
Indiana.
So let's see if Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, the hats.
I guess this is. I guess it's good as it gets.
It's not everything, but the hats. It's funny that it.
didn't go for the male.
I mean, it's a limited set
Yeah.
of products, right? In the
So,
end.
but this is very limited and trained on very limited data. But this is xgen.ai, which is a product called Xsearch. So it's super cool how that is changing product discovery. Really, how that works.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, you saw it already on the website. It's not just search; it's also recommended products, right? So you want to recommend relevant products to a
Yep.
customer. They buy whatever boots, high heeled boots. That means they're probably also interested in XYZ. But currently, you have to have a category manager or a web shop manager collect those products, those likewise products. And oh, this is still the secret thing we want to share, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's first discuss the product recommendation. You have to have that and do that manually, right? Or maybe based on some smart rules, like take from the same category recommendations or take from the same style or whatever. And with this, it's just basically trust the algorithm and it will recommend better products probably than a human would. It's also not the most inspiring job
Probably.
to do these recommendation things and to make
Yeah.
these bundles. Yeah, super interesting. How, I mean, we touched on this discovery part, right? We have a comment also from Martin, right? So smart speakers, using smart speakers, but you also want to have the right product image. That's true. How do you see this evolving, right? On the one hand, more interaction with chat or voice with these models through voice or through chat. Still the relevant image, finding relevant images. How is this going to evolve? Maybe
Well,
yeah,
you would be a
Morten?
very rich person if you knew that, right?
Yeah, well, I see here the chat of Chris. Like, what if you combine the several combinations on your own model? Well, I think that's maybe the same thing we're talking about. If you have, for example, the Indiana Jones hat and a dress and combine it with yourself, well, that will be the next step, I think. Well, you can personalize it completely by yourself. And I think what also interesting is like the next step is, for example, maybe even fashion on demand. Because I got an well, this cold sweater, it's broken under my elbow, so you can see it. But I like the same one, and now I have to go to the website and order a new one. And it will be great that it knows all my sizes, what I like, what colors I like, and everything, and just automatically, well, order a new one. And even maybe if it is smart enough and it knows my style, my colors, my what kind of fashion I like, sends me, for example, automatically a picture like, well, normally you're wearing this, but I made a new picture of you with a brown turtleneck. Do you like it? Yeah, and I just say to my voice assistant, yes, I like it, order it. And it orders the brown turtleneck. So completely new way of fashion is that you have to click with your mouse and go into your shopping cart and, well, then the size is not available anymore. But then it's more like, well, I ordered it and you will get it in your house in about 3 weeks, or maybe even making fashion on demand. That it's not existing right now, but maybe it says, well, okay, we make it for you. You want a brown color or a red color? Or we don't have it in our collection, but we make it on demand.
It's true.
Cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
From a timing perspective, we have two more sort of things we would like to show you. One is a quick demo by Morten. Shall we head on over to that demo, Morten, real quick?
Yeah, we can do that really quick. This is more of what's happening with product information and AI. And the obvious thing is that you have things like enrichment and tools like translations and stuff like that in a PIM. So what we're looking at now is Bluestone PIM, of course.
Can you zoom in a bit, maybe,
Yes,
Morten?
we will zoom in a little bit. So there you go. I think it's okay now. So I would like to show you our latest thing, which is the AI analyst. The problem many people have with product information is that they have weak data or data that is wrong. So here I have an analyst. Oh, basically, I'm going to screw up a product first. So let's do that first. So let's go into this product here, and we can have a look at some of the attributes here. So let's say I'm going to screw up some of the product information that you have here. So let's put this to 1924, and let's put this at 2,500 horsepower. And this is a sedan, so this was the car. I think this is the car I'm looking at, and let's say that it's 15 seats, right? So now I've properly screwed up the product information, and that is the problem they have. They have really bad quality of your information when it comes in, or somewhere along the way it's bad, but you don't want that on your website. So basically what you can do now is that you can it's a bulk feature called the analyst, that you can run on products. I'm just going to do it with this one example. Bluestone PIM is agnostic, so that means that you can bring your own model and run it. We have the GPT models here, and we have some considerations that we've added to it. And basically what this is a combination of the good old machine learning thought, where we're presenting perfect data to the model and then asking the model, what do you think of this bad data? That's sort of the essence of what I'm doing here. So I have some training data here, and this is just a saved view that I have. So I'm just going to keep it simple, not make a new query. So basically I'm sending 29 products into the model saying that these are good. This is what you want. This is what you want it to look like. And then I'm also telling it which attributes do you want to look at. So that was the attributes that I was talking about here. So there you have like seating capacity, year, model, horsepower, blah, 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 right? And then you analyze this one product. So that will now run in the background. It actually creates a huge prompt, 10, like, I don't know, probably for this, let me guess, 10, 15 pages or something for the prompt. Don't know. It's huge. But this is now in progress here. And I did cheat a little bit because this will take a minute or two, and that's boring to wait for. So I did the same thing yesterday. So you can look at the report and retrieve that report again. So basically what it did now, and you can probably see that here. Maybe I should zoom even a little bit more. So it says here that I'm 10 of 10%, 10 of 10 sure the reliability that the seating capacity should not be 15. It should be 5.
Oh wow!
Because it is very high for a sedan. It understands that a sedan should be a 5-seater in this category, and it understands that the product is specified at 23, which is clearly incorrect with a modern vehicle, and it understands that it has too much horsepower, right? And this is very, very cool because
It's really cool.
Yes, because now I can basically go in here. This has already been applied, but I can go in here and I can just click and then apply fixes.
Wow.
And that's sort of a really cool. Well, there we have the it's actually ready now.
And Morten, another question: is there also like a little question mark behind it that you can check the source where it came from?
Yes, actually. So it has the finding here.
And
it has the sources, the training data,
Right.
the attribute here.
Oh yeah.
So we have
and it
that.
says typo. Yeah, but because that was sort of the thing, like, and with horsepower, it is not so confident. Could you see why it's not so confident?
And why that is that it says it's usually ranging from 187 to 400. So you see also even that it has a different outcome than it did yesterday, and that's probably because the training data has changed in the meantime. So because we're running these demos and testing out different things, it's still in beta, but it's a fantastic tool, and I think that this is going to change a lot of things, and especially we're trying to also make this like an onboarding tool. So that means that you could from the API level just run the analyst on your data before even entering the PIM. So
And you
this
still
is
have
a movement. What was that? Sorry.
No, you still have the human in the loop, right? So you don't let the model loose just randomly. It is still checked by someone.
Yes, this is the first step of a workflow, of course. So what we're adding here, I just got the sketches for this earlier today. Actually, is the reliability filters, because basically once you build up trust to this, you can say that okay, if it's 10 out of 10 sure, then just apply the fix, automatically, and then you can put that into workflow, and even better, you can put it into the rules engine where it is automated, right? But these other things that it might be something that you're putting into manual workflow. So that's where we're going with the AI and product information quality.
Yeah, super cool. Maybe we have only 9 minutes left, so let's quickly go into the final tool that we want to demo. Maybe there's some room for Q&A, maybe not, but I think there's plenty of enthusiasm still left. Maybe do another session. We'll get to that, but first, Hendrik, I'm sharing your screen again with
I go show my latest tool, and everyone can visit this tool to go to aistudio.google.com, and there are all kind of test versions of what Google can do with AI right now. And at this moment, Google can act real time. Can see through your webcam to you, or can see your screen, and can talk real time with you without any delay. So, for example, if I do like I select the camera, hey, the screen is also working right now. Let's try the screen. Oh no, the screen is not working. I get no sound. So let's do the camera. Stop again. Camera. Let's try it.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want to start recording?
Do you hear the voice?
Yes.
Okay, well, hey, Google.
Yes.
Google, what do you see in the background?
Sure, I see a white bookshelf with a lot of books on it, and a wall with some posters behind you. Is there anything else you'd like me to describe?
Okay, make a funny joke about me.
Okay, here is a joke about you. Why did the man with the beard and glasses bring a ladder to the bookshelf? Because he heard the stories were on a higher level. Do you want to hear another joke?
Well, this joke is terrible.
It looks like you didn't like that joke. Would you like to hear another one?
Yeah, better one. No. Tell something funny about me.
Okay, how about this one? Why does the man with the beard and glasses always look so serious? Because he is always trying to find the right answer in his book collection.
Oh,
you like that one better?
Yeah, this one is better. But the funny thing is, I also can maybe, for example, say, okay, what kind of book is this, Google?
Sure, that looks like a book about artificial intelligence. The title appears to be Slimmer Workin' Met AI. Is there anything else I can tell you about it?
Where can I find this book on the internet?
I cannot help with that since I don't have internet access. But the book's title is Slimmer Workin' Met AI.
Great. Okay,
And
another one. What kind of box is this?
Okay, it appears to be a small rectangular cardboard box with some text on it. Would you like me to try and read the text?
Yeah, and try which retailer is this?
Okay, the box seems to have the logo of Vogue on it. Does that sound right?
No. Actually, it's Amazon Basics.
My mistake. The text on the box actually says Amazon Basics.
But, well, okay, I think this model shows, I will put it off, this model shows what kind of, world we're going to living in. It's a system now, it's really basic, but I think it can really, think with you, act with you, help you. And this is the model of Google. And people who are using Claude, for example, Claude can also do some interactions with you. So if you're opening the app and you can say find for me the Nike Air Force One shoes, it automatically go to Google, look up the shoes, and shows it on your screen. So you can just use your voice to do some actions. And I think this is a really impressive thing of Google right now. And maybe the most people know about Google Notebook LM. That's a chatbot of Google, but you can also make in those tools podcasts. And in a podcast, if you upload a piece of text, two automatically AI-generated voices are talking with each other. But since yesterday or 2 days ago, you also can join them and having with two AI bots and yourself and podcast. So it's really amazing what is Google doing right now.
The next level of what we are doing right now, Hendrik. So next session will be just me asking questions on an AI-generated version of you and an AI-generated version of Morten, and then just asking questions. And I think the next level will be even I will not be there, and it's just the audience interacting with a voice bot.
Or even stay into the fashion. Like when I buy something new, I don't have to call my wife again. I just ask Google, "What do you think of it?" Maybe I give a political correct answer, but I think this the future about how AI can help us with all kind of things, and also in the fashion. Like maybe, it says, I think those jeans are really good for you. And maybe you do an upsell and buy some Nike Air Force One shoes. So, yeah.
Yeah, cool stuff. It is amazing how that is going to evolve. We are nearing the end of our hour together. I think there's enough things to discuss for even a new session or even 2 follow-up sessions. Maybe the audience has some questions for you guys. Maybe there's some final wisdom you would like to share, Morten or Hendrik. Morten, you go first. If there's anything, closing thoughts you wanna share.
Closing thoughts. I don't think we are following. We are all AI nerds, so we're following this very closely. This development, but I don't think people in general realize how much has changed over the past 3-4 months. Even we have a lot of AI fatigue. People are a little bit sick of it because they think it's for something to write jokes or make a small speech or something. But it has really thoroughly changed over just the past 3-4 months. And try it out with ChatGPT advanced voice mode. Also has this feature with the video camera now that you can speak with. It's just insane, and you have it with you all the time. And and just encourage people to really over Christmas dive into AI again, because a lot of things are changing and very fast.
Cool. Hendrik, any closing thoughts?
Something to add on Morten, his story about ChatGPT on the app. Yesterday, they launched a number you can call. So, for example, if you don't have ChatGPT, but you're traveling, you can call a number or just WhatsApp GTP, and they help you. So, for example, you have something, you're looking, while you're driving for a restaurant, you call ChatGPT and telling, I'm at the highway at Amsterdam. What kind of restaurant serves vegetarian menus or something? So you also can call with ChatGPT right now. And I really think the most important message is just to try it. So don't be afraid of AI, because I really think that people who are using AI will have a benefit of people who are not using AI. So that's the most important message. Just try it and take a look what it's in for you.
Yeah. If they want to find more about you, Hendrik, where can they go?
They can go to my LinkedIn profile. Yeah. So I don't know if people can see it, but on my LinkedIn, just type in my name, Hendrik. Well, it's now Hendrik, but Hendrik, it's really hard to spell.
We'll share it with the audience.
And there you can find all kind of things about what I'm posting about AI.
Cool. Morten, where can people find you?
Same thing here. Yep.
Cool.
Stephan, where can they find you?
Well, on LinkedIn, of course. No, what we'll do is we'll share the recording with everyone. That's for sure. In that, the link people will receive, there's also a link to each of your LinkedIn profiles and mine. We'll share links to all the different tools that we have discussed today. And since we have come up on the 1 hour mark, I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. I want to thank Morten and Hendrik for sharing all your knowledge and sharing your tools. Hopefully we can set up a new version of this in 2 or 3 months, as developments are going so quickly. And I hope to see everyone there again. Try AI in the coming 2 weeks over Christmas, and be amazed, keep exploring. And we'll see you in the new year with a new session.
Bye all.
Bye bye all. Bye bye.
Yeah.